Welcome, guys, to Sax Jeopardy. It is the sequel to Drum Jeopardy, and it's right in time for Vancouver Jazz Festival. Let's meet the contestants. Contestant number 1, Vancouver's Renaissance jazz man, producer, presenter, label boss, club owner, a gigging tenor, alto, and bari saxophonist, jazz devotee, CapU alum, man about town, jazz album collector, the one and only Cory Weeds, yay! Did I miss anything?
I don't think so. I think you got it.
Contestant number 2, the professor.
Ooh.
This talented CapU faculty jazz scholar also finds time in his busy schedule to gig around town and is always in demand, especially by Cory. He is well schooled from his years in Montreal and London, England. I know he's up for the challenge today. The one and only Steve Kaldestad.
Oh, Steve-o.
Yay. Contestant number 3, the upstart from East Van. From one of Vancouver's most thrilling bands, the Malleus Trio, he can play any style from contemporary outside jazz to groovy soul and funk to full-on rocking it out. I have appreciated his versatility for our iconic album shows that breathed new life into David Bowie, Joe Cocker, and Tom Petty. The one and only Dominic Conway.
Right on.
All right, gentlemen. Here are today's categories. Blindfold. What the Sax? Oh, Canada. Beyond Jazz. Through the Ages. Where's the board? Yay!
I will take Beyond Jazz for 200.
Okay.
Hi there, Cory, Steve, and Dominic. Phil Dwyer here. Thanks for playing along with Sax Jeopardy. I've got a question for you. This saxophonist is widely considered one of the greats of the British jazz scene and is an innovative soprano and tenor saxophonist. He incorporates hip hop and electronic music along with jazz improvisation and influences in his recordings from the 1980s and 1990s. Can you name this saxophone player?
Who is Courtney Pine?
Yeah. Woo. Okay, still Dom.
I'll take Beyond Jazz for 300.
Woo. This big saxophonist mainstay gig started in 1972 and continued until his death in 2011. Bonus 100 points to name the band as well. Okay, Steve.
I have potential to go in the hole on this one, I think. But who is Clarence Clemens?
Clarence
Yeah,
Clemens,
good job,
yeah.
Dr.
E Street Band.
And the E Street Band.
Woo!
You get to pick the category.
I'm liking the Beyond Jazz. Let's go with Beyond Jazz for 400.
This American saxophonist.
Do I have to let you finish?
No, you don't have to let me finish.
Um,
Oh, show off. Yeah, right, just name the guy and let's call it a day. and
Michael
move
Brecker.
on.
It's Michael Brecker, yes. It's Michael Brecker.
Do I get a bonus for playing it? Oh, I'm a nerd. Okay, I'm going to go with Beyond Jazz for 500.
This tenor saxophonist is perhaps best. That's Dom.
Who is Boots Randolph?
Boots Randolph, yeah. Okay, so next,
Let's go with Let's go through the ages for 200.
Hey, cats. It's Scott here. Hope you're well. Hope you're having fun on Sax Jeopardy. Cory, Steve, and Dominic, I got a question for you that I hope you guys can answer. You guys probably know Impulse Records, which is now run by a Canadian, by the way, Ken Drucker, celebrates its 60th anniversary this year. Name 3 saxophonists who were signed to the label back in the 60s, who would be considered a part of the avant-garde tradition and, as coined by Impulse Records, the new thing in jazz music in the 1960s.
Okay, I think I was in first.
You were in
Okay,
first.
I'm going to go with Albert Eiler. I'm going to go with Archie Shepp. And I'm going to go with John Coltrane.
It's funny that it's Scott's question, but he didn't include John Coltrane.
Let's say I got it wrong.
I'd say Gato
No.
Barbieri?
No. It's Archie Shepp, Albert Eiler, and Pharoah Sanders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good one, Guido.
Come on.
On the board.
He's wearing, just show the t-shirt that you're wearing today. If he didn't get the Impulse question, he's wearing an Impulse Records t-shirt, so. Do you guys want to hear the other choices?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, so Marion Brown, Yusuf Lateef,
Oh, yeah, Yusuf. Yeah.
Ornette Coleman. He had 1 record in 1969 on Impulse.
Ooh.
Okay, who's your choice?
My choice.
Mr. Weeds.
Let's go O Canada for 300.
Okay. This Montreal-based saxophonist has scored a number of films. The New Yorker film critic Anthony Lane.
Oh, darn it.
Who is Colin Stetson?
Colin Stetson, yeah. Wow,
Good one.
good one.
Let's go with Through the Ages for 300.
Okay. Adolphe Sax, the aptly named inventor of the sax, was born in 1814 in this Belgium town.
Totally guessing. I'm going to go with Ghent.
No, it's a little town in Belgium. That's my hint. What an interesting life he had, eh?
Oh, yeah.
He was almost killed several times as a child, and then his factory was burned down, and Parisians were so jealous that this little town in Belgium invented the sax. They sent an assassin to kill him. Dinant is the name of the town. Tricky. It's okay. There's plenty more, guys.
So I'm still picking here?
You're still picking it.
Okay, I'll go What the Sax for 300.
This Muppet played the saxophone.
Zoot.
Zoot, yes.
Wow.
Oh, I have control of the board. I'm going to
You
go O Canada for 200.
Okay. This Ontario-based saxophonist is affectionately known as Old Salty. Come on, Cory, you know this one.
Murley?
Mike Murley, yes. That was an intel from Ian Froman, yeah.
Oh, nice. Old salty.
Let's go O Canada for 500.
Woo.
I need to catch up, man.
In 2002, CBC recorded a concert in Toronto at Glenn Gould Studio Theatre, and it was entitled Sax Summit. It had 7 Canadian saxophone players, and I'd like you to name those saxophone players.
Oh, all 7?
All 7. That's
Go
why
for it,
we're for
Cory.
500 points.
Phil Dwyer, PJ Perry, Seamus Blake, Yannick Ryu,
Good one.
Mike Murley, Campbell Riga.
So you got 6 out of 7.
I think that's worth.
Yeah.
I think that's kind
pretty
of a win.
impressive.
Kirk McDonald? There's one on
Was it?
So he's from on,
Oh, Pat LaBarbera.
no,
No, shit.
Who was on the first one? Because there have been subsequent
there
sax
has been,
summits.
there's been the
I
sax
can
summit
see I
revisited.
can see the whole cover too.
I have
can
the
see the
CD.
cover of the record.
This saxophonist, pretty sure he's based in Toronto. He's from Toronto.
Was Alex Dean on it? Maybe.
Anyway, you got the question. No one else? It's Perry White.
Oh,
Damn,
Perry.
of course. And he might have been playing Barry.
Yeah.
I was trying to think
Good
of
one,
Barry
Cory.
players. I bet
But
you he
that's
was
a
playing
win. You
Barry.
got it.
But well done. 6 out of 7 will do it.
All right, at least I'm respectable now. Okay. Oh, I'm too scared to do blindfold. Let's do blindfold for 100.
Okay. Super easy.
Do I just name the? Oh, did you get it?
You get
Sorry.
it.
Sidney Bechet.
Yeah.
Sidney Bechet, yes, indeed. Petite Fleur is the name of the tune. And what sax is he playing?
Soprano saxophone.
Soprano saxophone, recorded in 1952. He died in 1959, so this recording is towards the end of his life. But he really rose to prominence in the 40s and is pretty important with establishing the sax as a solo instrument in jazz.
Especially soprano.
Yeah.
He was the guy.
Yeah. They're from New Orleans, so yeah, really beautiful old school sound, right? Easy to identify.
Yeah.
All the rest of them won't be quite so easy, I hope.
Okay, well, let's do more blindfold. Let's do the 200.
Okay.
Ross Taggart, Bob Murphy, Mike Rudd, Bernie Ride, Don't Call Before 10. Do you want the label? Do you want the addresses? What do you want?
All right, show off.
I better not be on Cellar Live. That's all. That would be a bit of a.
Wonderful,
what was the
late
label on
great
that?
Ross Taggart.
So great.
We all still miss Ross greatly, and what a fun tune. I love that "Don't Call Before 10"
Yeah.
because it's kind of like everyone should live by that. Okay, well, Cory.
Let's do O Canada for 400.
Okay. This Vancouver saxophonist was a regular performer at the Winter Harbor Jazz Festival.
Winter Harbor.
It's on the island, which was like in the 70s and 80s, perhaps. So it had its heyday.
70s and 80s, you said?
I'm going to gamble.
Yep,
Fraser McPherson?
it's Fraser McPherson.
Good job, nice.
It's an Intel one from
Good
Phil
call.
Dwyer.
Oh,
I think his dad was involved with. It was like a logging camp, but they brought in they're flying in bands from San Francisco, and
that's cool.
it wasn't just a local scene. Like it actually was for a few years. It was a pretty well-established jazz festival scene up there that they had every summer,
Awesome.
up in kind of remote part of Vancouver Island up north. I
Good
think.
job, Steve. Nice call.
Cool. Well, I feel out of patriotism we should finish O Canada off, so I'll go down to the 100.
Okay. This BC-born saxophonist has a storied jazz career, including playing with a variety of artists in other music genres, such as Natalie McMaster, Mary Margaret O'Hara, Aretha Franklin, and Barney the Dinosaur.
Who is Phil Dwyer?
It's Phil Dwyer.
Wow.
The Barney gave it away.
Why did that give it away?
I think Phil might have told me a story about filming a Barney sequence.
Well, you know who I replaced Barney with was I had the good fortune to talk with Phil. I had a Zoom call with Phil to get intel, and I said, I want to run your question by you. And I had Gino Vanelli instead of Barney. And he's like, no, that's way too obvious. I played with Gino for like 20 years, so he's
But
like,
just that one brush with Barney. Just that one. that fleeting pinnacle of Phil's career.
so,
Oh, the
yeah.
hidden depths of Phil Dwyer.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm going blindfold crazy. Let's go 300 blindfold.
Fun.
Yeah.
Is it like Sid's Ahead or something? Is it? Who is Cannibal Adderley?
No.
Oh,
We have to play the rest of it.
Who is Phil Woods?
It's a really hard one.
oh. It sounds like Coltrane on alto.
It's Coltrane on alto. Well done,
But I already
Steve.
got it wrong, so I can't get those points. Can I? No, I can't take those points. Because
Okay.
I guessed Cannibal. I totally got it wrong.
Okay. Anyway, well, really, so this was a pick from Michael Blake. He said, play this tune by Gene Ammons All-Stars, Ammon Joy, which features John Coltrane on alto sax, so it's unusual. So it's Gene Ammon All-Stars from 1958 album Groove Blues. Michael said it'll be a tough one.
That was cool.
And it
I'm going
was.
to check that out again. That was great.
Yeah, but I love the album. It's a great album.
Yeah, killing band.
So, yay. All right. So I guess, Steve, you get to continue because
Okay, this is too fun. I'm going to save the blindfolds. They're just too fun. Let's save one. I'll go to what the sax for 100.
Okay. This New York-based saxophonist performed at the Blue Shore.
Oh,
Woo!
you got it,
Oh
Tom.
my God.
Who is Joe Lovano?
Yeah. And a bonus if you can guess the band that he played with.
Brad Turner's group, Quartet.
Quartet.
Yeah,
Yay.
I was at that show.
Wait, Dominic.
Were you there?
Yeah, that was a great show, yeah.
So it was 1 week after 9/11.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
And you know
that.
the original date that I have for Joe Lovano and Brad Turner Quartet was September 11th. And the tour got changed, obviously when 9/11 happened. We were a week after, like he started in San Francisco and he was going to start with us, but so then I was watching the website, the gigs at Yoshi got canceled, his gigs all up the coast were getting canceled, and I was just waiting for our sold-out show to get canceled too, and he started the tour with us.
Wow.
So it was quite awesome to have this New York-based guy who had just gone through the weirdest, craziest, strangest week of his life. And it was the only time I think I've seen, as soon as he walked on stage, the audience just stood and gave him a long standing ovation. Like, it was
Wow.
just cathartic. It was this
Yeah.
incredible moment and a great memory for me. So, well done,
Well
Dominic.
done.
You were young.
Yeah, well, thank you for putting that on. That was a great show, yeah.
Can't believe it's 20 years
I know,
ago.
it's crazy.
This year.
I still have my signed copy of Trio Fascination from that show. Yeah,
Wicked.
I love that album. Okay, let's do What the Sax for 200.
200. Okay. This American alto saxophonist likened the sound.
Who is Paul Desmond?
Paul Desmond.
Dom, you're in the comeback trail.
Let's do What the Sax for 400.
In 2013, age 24. Oh,
Yeah, I know this.
Steve is so quick.
Do you want to? I'll let you read the question.
Okay.
It's a good one.
She was the first female musician and the first South American musician to win the Thelonious Monk International Jazz Saxophone Competition. Recently signed to Blue Note Records, this Chilean-born saxophonist cites Frida Kahlo as an influence.
Who is Melissa Aldana?
Yay, yeah, fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just a really recent signing to Blue Note, so she's been in the jazz news recently.
Awesome.
Cool. Steve?
I'm going to go beyond jazz for 100.
This funk soul saxophonist,
Who is Maceo Parker?
Maceo Parker, yeah.
Oh, good one.
So
I
was,
didn't know that.
that was a hard question though, so that's good for you. So it is just a guess for soul, or you knew
No.
you knew his history, right? So his brother was playing with James Brown and recommended Maceo for the gig because the saxophone chair came up.
And that story is great because it was like he met James. He's like, "Oh, this is my brother Maceo," to James, and James went, "Oh, you got a baritone?" And he didn't have a baritone. And he went, "Yeah, I got a baritone." He went, "Okay, well, bus leaves tomorrow at 10 a.m." And so that was how Maceo came to
Wow.
the Right Honorable MP. Yeah.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
Still doing it. Okay, Don.
Let's do what the sax for 500.
Before Kenny G ruined the use of circular breathing for the saxophone by making it a total gimmick, this jazz saxophonist and multi-instrumentalist utilized the technique to further express his sound in a profound way. Who is that saxophone player and multi-instrumentalist?
You got it.
This is a gamble. I'm going to go with Roland Kirk.
Yeah. Rashan, Roland Kirk.
That was a gamble.
Well, yeah, it could have been. Yeah, that was what I was going to go for
Who else?
too. But
Who else could it have been?
Who were you thinking, Weeds?
I was thinking Roland Kirk or Ornette Coleman too. Didn't he circular breathe?
I'm not sure. But I was also thinking of Evan Parker.
yeah, I was going to say.
There's one other, Harry Carney.
Oh, I didn't know
Oh,
he
cool.
was a circular
I didn't know
breather.
that.
That came from Phil Dwyer's
Oh.
intel, yeah.
Well, he would know these things. I defer to Phil. Wow, that's cool. Okay, control of the board. Oh, let's go through the ages for a safe 100.
This jazz tenor saxophonist spent time living on Manitoulin Island in Ontario in the 1970s before entirely disappearing for decades.
Who is Charles Lloyd?
Nope.
No. Nope.
Who is Lucky Thompson?
Lucky Thompson.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
way to go.
That's 100 points? Wow.
But a lot of street cred.
Yeah.
I don't need street cred, bro. I need points, man.
Well, look what's left. There's some big,
I
big
know,
money.
yeah.
I think it's mathematically impossible
I think it
for
should have
me
been
now.
at least 200.
Yeah, it should be at least 200.
Can we collectively? Well, let's keep them on a.
Let's
keep
go
them down.
blindfold for 400.
All right.
God, no! Come on!
Who's Seamus Blake?
Ah, you're killing me. You're killing me.
So here's the do you guys know the name of the tune?
You know, it takes a lot for. I'm at a disadvantage here because I got to use this whole. They just got to blow.
Yeah, GSS from Stranger Things have happened.
Yes. Do you know what GSS stands for?
Oh, that I don't know.
Does anyone know?
No.
It's gotta start somewhere.
Oh,
It came straight from Seamus because I was intrigued because it's got this strange GSS, but then this long, like registration code.
Wow.
So I'm not sure what that meant, but he said, "Gotta Start Somewhere" is the name of the tune. It's one of the first tunes he ever composed. So gotta start somewhere.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're having a lot of fun.
Well,
So
that's
I played the clip for Phil Dwyer, and he's like, is it Seamus Blake? It sounds like me, but better. That's
Oh,
what he
funny.
said.
Okay, let's go through the ages for 400.
All right. This life event began Charlie Parker's addiction to opiates.
This life event. What is a life event? I think I
Or
might
just
have
an
been
event. What happened?
Bebop. What is bebop?
No, something happened in his life.
Something happened in his life.
I'm going on a limb here. I think I remember. Was it an operation? Was it something
No.
medical?
Nope.
No. I
This
thought it might be a
life
painkiller
event.
thing or something.
Well, you're on the right track.
Was it? It was the death of somebody close to him. No, teacher.
John, what were you thinking?
I thought it was a death too for some reason.
I was thinking like an anesthetic, like a painkiller or something related to dental or.
Well, he was given painkillers, but what was the event that happened that why he needed painkillers?
I can't.
I don't know. But
Wow.
I really want to know.
It's a car accident.
Oh.
He had
Oh,
a
I
car
had
accident.
no
The
idea.
doctor prescribed pretty heavy opiates for him.
I
It
would
was
not have
slippery
got
slope.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. There's been so few that have fooled you guys, so don't feel.
Is it
Don't
still
feel
my
bad.
control of the board, as they say?
Yep.
Let's go with blindfold for 500. Oh, you got it, Dominic.
Michael Brecker?
Michael Brecker, yeah. You know the two?
There it is.
Yeah, I do have that album, yeah.
Oh, so great.
So it's Michael Brecker from the 1996 album Tales from the Hudson.
Yeah.
Featuring Michael Brecker on tenor saxophone, Dave Holland on bass, Jack DeJohnette on drums, McCoy Tyner on piano, Don Alias on percussion. Not a bad band, right?
It's a good album, yeah.
Not bad. Dom, which one are you gonna pick now?
Why not? Through the Ages for 500.
Okay, so this one, so nicknames are ubiquitous in jazz. So I'm going to read out 5 nicknames, and you've got to guess the saxophonist associated with the nickname. First one is Brute.
Ben Webster. Who is Ben Webster?
Yeah. Jug.
Gene Ammons.
Nuke.
Who is Sonny Rollins?
So there's a bonus of why.
Because he resembled Don Newcomb, who was a pitcher for
Yeah, good call.
the Dodgers, was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Moose. Do you know that?
I don't.
Seamus.
Seamus Blake. 100 points for Cory Weeds.
Oh, man.
Rabbit.
Who is Johnny Hodges?
Yeah, good.
Wow.
All right.
I don't know. I feel like we're just getting started.
I know, it went by way too fast. So there's one bonus track. So we're gonna have one more little blindfold to finish with.
Okay.
Because your vision of finishing with a blindfold. So Cory, get ready. You're gonna know this one? You might as well just blow it now. Okay, so Roland's gonna roll this one.
Is it Fraser and Oliver? And is it Oliver?
I thought it was Fraser.
Yeah.
It's from this album, Live at the Planetarium.
Yeah, so with Oliver and Wyatt and Oliver and Wyatt.
Yes, exactly. Well, guys, thanks for being such good sports.
That was fun.
That was kind of nerve-wracking, Fiona. I was kind of on edge there.
Fun part comes now, where you guys get to pick your prizes. Steve, because you're first, you won the game. You get your choice of, I've got 3 books about saxophoneists or saxophone. So the first choice is Straight Life, The Story of Art Pepper. Have you read it?
Incredible book.
I think I might have a copy of that one.
Oh, okay. But I also have, in case you don't have this one, Kansas City Lightning, The Rise and Times of Charlie Parker.
I would love that book.
That one. And the other one is The Devil's Horn. And I think you guys were talking about it earlier.
But
You know what, Fiona? I want to own that book, Devil's Horn. So I'm gonna ask for Devil's Horn.
Devil's Horn. And you get a $25 gift certificate for High Life Records
Whoa,
down
it just
to...
keeps getting better and better.
Dom, you get choice number 2 of the Art Pepper biography or autobiography. I read it.
Have you
it's
read
an incredible
the Art Pepper?
book.
Have you read it? It's incredible. You will feel differently for a few days, and it really is phenomenal.
For such a talented guy, wow, he had a really rough life.
Like a really messed up life. It's.
Have you read the Charlie Parker?
I have not.
Okay, well then I'll take the Art Pepper.
The Art Pepper. Oh, you guys are worked it
Wow.
out. You also get 25 gift certificate for High Life Records. So do you, Cory Weeds.
okay.
As I said, you're all winners, no losers today.
Everyone's a winner. Thanks, Fiona.
Thanks again. That was super fun. I loved that. I so enjoyed the experience of diving into the sax world, and it's a big world, and there's so much to learn. And I enjoyed just listening to saxophone music for the last couple of weeks, so that's been a thrill too.
It was cool that you got Phil and Scott to do the Zoom intros. That was neat.
That was neat to see, see the
Had
guys.
a great catch up with both those guys. Okay,
about
well, it's fitting that we finish the full-on jam out with these three great saxophonists so they can prove their prowess on their horns.
Oh, just do a blues.
Take it away, guys.
1, 2,